customers, so
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah. I can take.
Money, everybody.
Alright, you get the balls, so they all get boners going.
Yeah. Do you want me to take the dressing off?
Good morning, everybody. Hope we're all doing good today. This is the 2nd December. Thought it would be a special entrance over here. Everyone's coming in. All right, awesome. We got the whole gang coming in here slowly now. The gulag is coming in. Zoom is coming in. Man, all right. Let me just fix this one thing over here. We're trying to get things rolling. And I think it's going to be a special day here today. Even though the price is ranging over here, don't worry. I think it's going to be pretty good over here. Just trying to get my balls aligned over here because everything seems to be out of order so far. Where is yesterday? Yesterday. All right. Awesome. Looks like there was some sort of a news event here happening pre-London because we can see there's a big candle here. And right now what I can see is that maybe price is kind of like struggling here to do something. So we're going to take a look at that here. Actually, first of all, we're going to take a look at gold. And we're going to see what gold did overnight. We're still at 1827. Remember the translation button for the video. Thank you very much. I don't know how to do that translation. Oh, they don't do translation live. That's the whole thing. So it's gonna be like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at GJ here. Before I came to the stream, I saw this 30-minute candle pushing up, but there were like 1 minute left for this 30-minute candle to close. So decided for it to close, and man, look, it came back down over here, and we're basically ranging here. So let's do fresh analysis, right? So this is one of my things I do over here, like on the daily chart. We go on the daily chart. We see daily chart did continue going up. We're coming down to some sort of a support area over here. So we're going to take a look at the 4-hour and see what's going on here. So the 4-hour rejected this major resistance here. So maybe this is a very strong area, 140, 100. 4-hour rejected that area. There was a support formed here around 139.870. We're kind of like tapping into that area as well. So we're going to take a look at the 1-hour time frame. See, now the 1 hour, we made a low, right? We all can agree we created a low at around 139.580. And since we created a low, there's a probability that price can continue moving down to retest this low. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure this range. This is like 20 pips away right now. So let's go down to the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, see, 30-minute looks good to continue down, but there's one problem with this. The only problem with this is that we have these rejections right over here. This rejection here and this rejection here. What this means is that if price is going to continue down, it will look left and see candles rejected here. So there's a probability it can reject these areas. That's the entire problem. But if you look on the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour seems like it's just the clean candles coming straight down, right? So based on this, I'd be very, very cautious about these sells. Even though if this candle breaks the low over here, right here, the previous one, it's still going to be pretty tricky. I think a pretty good trade is going to be buys, and those buys are going to be really solid above 139, let's say 870 here, right? Because you got clean candle to the left over here, and if you get a candle closing above here, it's going to be a really, really good move going up. It's going to be kind of like the same move we had yesterday on EURJPY, right? So if you go to EURJPY over here, we can go back to the 15-minute chart yesterday was, yeah, right over here, right over here. We had this break, we had this resistance, price broke, clean traffic to the left, and boom, boom, boom. Look at this, man. This thing kept on running. We're at 126, 120. So you'd want to see the same break on pound yen here for price to continue up. You got clean traffic here to the left hand side. So it's going to be better to wait over here. And I mean, sells as well are going to be pretty good if you break below 139.570. You know, and then you got this whole range going down till 133, you know, like 330, 320, and this 27 pip range right over here, right? So it's going to be pretty good. So we'll have to wait and see. Looking at EURJPY over here, let's do some fresh analysis here on EURJPY. 4 hour basically is going bullish, and whenever things are going bullish, you have to look left. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look left over here, and we're going to see where was our previous resistance here. So we had a resistance around 126, 160, same idea. Going down to the 1 hour time frame. Now we're going to take a look at our approximate areas over here, if it can allow me to look left. So okay, all right. So we look left over here, and what we see on the 1 hour is that there was some sort of a resistance right over here. And then there was another one at around 126, 427. So we're going to mark that off too. And now we're going to take a look at the current price action and see what's going on. So looking at this area right now, price is obviously ranging here on the 1 hour time frame, right? So we don't need this area. I think we only need the top one. So we're basically creating some sort of a support over here. A lot of ranging action happening. I mean, it's not the prettiest, right? Looking at the 30-minute time frame here as well, we have resistance forming right over here. And then we got another support down over here. So yeah, man, we're just ranging here in EURJPY. It's like a 20 pip range. $20 pip range. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is an impulse entry in London session. Entered when broke the low, secured 80% at 11 pips. Runner stopped out at break even. You know, this is usually what happens to me here. You know, I enter, I secure pips, and then the runner gets stopped out. But at the same time, it's pretty good. You're securing positions. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This is same idea. Pound yen, same idea here. Break above here to continue up, and I think that's going to be a pretty good trade here. Some nasty Brexit manipulation news every 6 hours on a deal going down and then staying out. Oh yeah, like I can imagine when this candle broke up, there was buying opportunities here. Oh yeah, like on the 30-minute as well. When this candle broke up, price continued up and then came back down. This is crazy. So I'm going to be waiting for price to either break below 139.580, you know, 570, or break above 139.8, 860, 870. To take a paper trade, obviously, you know, because I'm not trading in December. We also have ADP news here coming today. Let's take a look here. Seems like my camera is tilted a little bit. Kind of like tilted like this. All right, we got ADP news here. They're expecting good numbers. Interesting. So for those of you who don't know what ADP is, ADP is basically the largest employment paychecks company right here. So they process all your paychecks. All your paychecks, they go through ADP. This is the largest company here in North America, you know, and also in America. ADP. So whenever you get a paycheck, you look at your paycheck, there's a very high chance it's going to have ADP written on it, right? So basically they require data from them to tell them, hey, listen, how many paychecks did you guys process this month? You know, so they give them the number. So that's what it is. And based on this, then they get their real numbers for NFP, which is right over here. Yeah, and then we're going to have NFP later on in the week. Pretty interesting. We're going to have a special guest as well this Friday. So we're going to announce that tomorrow. See what happens. You are blurry AF. No, I think your resolution is pretty bad. You need to upgrade your internet. All right. This is my favorite thing here, right? Like when I come to charts and prices ranging, it's amazing. Simple. You know, you just gotta wait. Looks like Caesar needs a little too much sleep, a little. Caesar needs to take a 30-minute nap. Holy. All right. So, okay, let's take a look at gold. Yo, man, yawning. Man, that's so hilarious.
I couldn't sleep well. I didn't took any trade. I was watching.
Oh, nice, nice. All right, let's take a look at gold. Let's remove all analysis here first. Let's take a look at the daily candle. Daily candle is obviously coming up. Probably it's going to continue moving up because, you know, daily created a resistance a week ago at 1810. Price dropped down, price came up, broke this area, and now it's continuing up. So maybe it's continuing up to the next area, probably 1860. So looking at the 4-hour time frame here, looks like it's encountering some sort of problem here to the left-hand side, and we're going to investigate there here in a bit. We basically broke above this resistance, looking down to the 1-hour time frame, looking left. Obviously, there's some issues over here, so we're going to address these issues. First of all, we're going to put our resistance right here on the 1-hour time frame. We're going to extend it all the way to the left-hand side and see if it matches up. Yeah, it kind of like matches up right over here. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to zoom in, looking at the 30-minute time frame. See, now market structure makes sense. This is so clean. Such clean market structure here on gold. Yeah, I would look for a support to form on gold to probably continue up higher. You know, because ADP is oh yeah, the only problem is ADP is coming, so we're not really sure how that's going to affect gold. If the H1 closes bearish, wouldn't it be valid to look for sells considering would be a break and retest based of breaking support? Where on gold? Gold or GJ? Oh. Yeah. See, that's the thing, but the problem is all this consolidation over here. Like on the 1-hour, it looks perfectly fine. Like, you know, break, come down, make a low, retest to continue down. But in the 30-minute, it looks pretty messy over here. On the 30-minute, because you got consolidation, candles printing side by side. I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty bad. Like, I mean, if we had this structure on the 30-minute, then it would make perfect sense, because then we could say, okay, you know what? We can probably ignore the smaller 15-minute, you know, but since the structure is on the 30-minute, it's pretty nasty. You know, you got these wick rejection here, this rejection here, 30-minute candle, like it's about to close in 13 minutes. Yeah, it's not pretty over here. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Ooh, took an impulse when this candle broke previous high, closed all positions when the 15-minute low was broken. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. You know what? I would have closed when this candle closed back in the range, because you can see how this candle, it closed, you know, like a little bit below this area, so I would have closed at that point. Does anyone use FXTM as their broker? How is FXTM as a broker? They're pretty good. I know some people who use FXTM. Why don't you trade gold full time rather than GJ, as gold has more volume and is more affected by the US dollar? See, I wanted to say something, but it wouldn't have been appropriate. There was an analogy I wanted to give, but like, the thing is, it doesn't matter which pair moves the most. It doesn't matter where you have the most volume. You know, like, it just matters what you're more comfortable with. Pound yen is amazing. Like, you know what, I've been trading pound yen like for the past 4 years, 3 years. I'm very comfortable with it. Gold, maybe not, right? Because like gold is too volatile, and plus, like, you know, in the uncertain times like this where we are right now, it becomes even more scary to trade gold, because you got the vaccine news sometimes, you still have the elections open, you know, so there are a lot of things happening at the same time with gold. So, you know, like the fundamental arena is not that friendly to trade gold sometimes, you know, because like gold leaves big wicks, has like giant pushes. I mean, very rarely you can get these clean moves up on gold. Usually, like, you know, like since we saw yesterday in the New York where gold started throwing wicks here and there, so it gets pretty tricky to trade gold. Why would you want to go eat outside when you have enough to eat at home, right? Hey, Raj. Assume you don't like it, but my paper trade for the day. All right, let's take a look at this. I'm not Raj, by the way. Raja. Okay, what's this? What is this? This is dollar sign, dollar sign. I guess dollar sign means dollars below here and dollars above here, but you should have a dollar sign right over here too. Looks like you're stuck in barcodes. This is not a very good chart, by the way. I mean, it's not a good chart at all. I mean, you have to really label your chart. You know, some people may call me arrogant or whatever, but man, like, look at this chart right here. This chart labeled and everything, and look at this chart right here. You know, this is some bogus analysis right over here. Trust me. Like, I'm not gonna be, you know, like, I mean, you can do better than this, man. I mean, look at this. So nice, easy to read. Look at this. You got $2 signs. That's it. No analysis, no nothing. So, like, you know, you have to define your levels over here. And if you break over here, I know price is gonna go up. But if you break below here, I know price is gonna go down. And then we're gonna catch it. Look at this. We can continue down till this area over here. 139, 350. Ooh, someone said it right. Someone said it right here in the Zoom chat. Not doing stupid things is having an edge in trading. That's a very good quote right there. If you don't do stupid things, you're going to have a really good edge in trading. Stupid things is over trading, over risking, looking at multiple pairs, you know, spending way too much time on the charts. All those are dumb things you can do, well, you can avoid to be really, really good at trading. Okay, let's take a look at this chart here. Would you have taken this trade? All right, let's take a look here. Would I have? Oh yeah, very nice. You secured, closed 80% when you saw minor. See, this is the thing. This is excellent because what's this? This is pound yen. All right, so we're going to talk about this on my own chart here. So looking at 15-minute. See, this is the thing. If people took impulse entries below this area on this candle right over here to push down, which it did push down, the thing was, if this candle would have closed bearish, then it would have moved further down, right? But since this candle saw this rejection over here, it saw this rejection here, so it basically, that's why it kind of like, you know, retraced all the way back. So it just came to the point like, okay, are you going to secure positions when the opportunity is there? You know, because when you secure positions, you leave a runner running, then there's a high probability it's going to continue running. And if you look at pound yen over here, looks like if it's going to see, this is the difference between executing and willing to miss out on the trade, right? Now, if I was trading, right? If I was trading, I wouldn't take this trade because there's these rejections here and this consolidation range over here. That's why I wouldn't take this trade. But at the same time, I do understand that on the 1 hour time frame, it's a simple break, retest to continue moving down, right? But on the 30-minute, it doesn't make sense to me. So even though it can continue moving all the way down, since it's breaking right over here, and we can expect the next 30-minute candle to push up and continue down, I'm still willing, no, like I'd still be willing to sit out and miss on the trade, because based on the technicals here, the comfort level is not here. You know, if we didn't have any this minor supports here, I'd say, okay, you know what, this is the perfect trade to continue down. But since there are these issues here, I'd be willing to, you know, like sit out and miss on the trade. Let's say theory was clean traffic to the left. Would you consider a second chance at sell? Yes. Yeah. But the 1 hour didn't break the low. Probably we need to wait. Yeah, I mean, you can still, I mean, it's up to you. Me, I just don't like it because of these situations right over here. And even if 1 hour breaks the low, how far are you going to get? If this is low, how far are you going to get? 6 pips, 7 pips, you know? So that would be right over here if these issues weren't here. So based on these issues, I would be willing to sit out and miss on the trade and wait for the break below 139, you know, 580. Because then that's going to be a much better trade coming down. You got clean candles here to the left. Okay, let's... Oh, buys here, sells here. Yeah, I got the same... I have the same idea. I have the same idea here for pound yen. So, let's see here. I just want him to look at my chart. How is that spamming? Oh, you haven't even sent it. EURJPY is still ranging. I have a question. While in an uptrend and approaching a resistance, am I looking for buys or sells? You're looking for neither. You know, when you have price moving towards resistance, you can't take a sell because candles are all bullish. You know, and you don't know whether candles are going to continue moving or not, right? And you can't take a buy because we're approaching resistance. When price approaches resistance, you have to wait. Either you have to wait for price to break resistance and continue up, or you have to wait for price to reject resistance, create support, and then figure out what you're going to do. Because once price creates support, if we break support, we can continue down. But if we start rejecting support, then we can continue on with the momentum. All right. So let's see here. Yeah, right. Still waiting. Got 4 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to close. Gold as well. Kind of like probably rejecting this area to continue up, but we'll see what happens. We got ADP here today as well. Probably gonna mark that out right over here. Wait for ADP news. Wait for ADP news. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. We got a chart coming in from the Gulag. Please rate my trading. Okay, price broke the high and I wanted, but the price then came against me in drawdown. I closed 50% at around 1 pip and then closed 80% at 8 pips. Okay, it's pretty good. See, at this thing, you did manage your risk properly, but I think you could have been on the ball too, because once this candle was breaking these highs, there was an opportunity for price to continue up, but you needed this candle to close higher. This candle closed lower at the same level. So once it closed lower at the same level, at that point you should have just closed everything. Because if you look at the 15-minute time frame, look at this. Yeah, look at this, right? This 15-minute candle closed lower, so should have closed everything. And once this candle broke the low over on the 15-minute, should have basically closed everything at that same time too. What win percentage would you want to see before you make a deposit up to your lot size, or you want to just overall be profitable? You just want to be overall profitable. You know, it just depends on your comfort level, right? Let's say if I'm going to come to the charts and I'm going to say, okay, you know what, if I can take 10 trades, like 1 trade a day for 10 days, and I see that, you know, I'm mostly profitable, and then if I also see that, okay, there's certain setups I can execute on much better than other setups, maybe when those certain setups show up, I'd be more prone to, like, you know, add more risk to those setups because I've seen them work most times. You know, like you have, I mean, I'm really proud of some people. They're getting really, really good at impulse entries. So that's one. You know, when price makes a high, comes down to create support to continue momentum. That's another one. You know, so as you move along, as you trade the same time every day, you're going to start noticing certain things are going to happen repetitively, you know, repetitively. And that's the point where you start really pushing your lot size, you start pushing your risk management to get better gains. But obviously, you know, it takes time for you to really see if certain things are going to happen over and over again or not. So yeah, it just takes time. Like risk goes up naturally, you know, like you start riding a bicycle, you start with training wheels and then you remove the training wheels, and some people get professional and they ride the bicycle with one wheel and then they get a job at a circus or whatever, you know. So there's different levels. I've seen Jeevan use psychological points 000, 200, 500, 800. Just wanting to know what you think about them. See, what I think about these psychological levels are that if they align with a technical rejection in the past, then it makes sense, right? Because if you look, 139, 800, right? Psychological level, it's not aligning with any technical level or, you know, something. So it doesn't make sense in this case. But if you look left, right here, it made sense yesterday. Look, it came down, tapped into 800, and it rejected it. So it made sense there. Price came down to again 800. It didn't really make any sense over here, right? So it has to make sense. Like on 139, 600, it made sense here. 600, ironically, there was a rejection here. Price came down, same rejection. Matches up technically with the chart. It makes sense, you know. So I wouldn't put a lot of weight on these psychological levels independently. I would also look to see that if there was a technical rejection in the past or not, to, like, you know, say that, okay, like these levels are important. So hey, in the last 6 months, I've seen you execute when the price hits your sell line. For sell, assume this is because many times you've seen price break this range, come back, management. Yeah, no, it's not about that. It's about, you have to see candles closing, right? For example, let's see if you had a candle coming down and if we started breaking the low, then based on the time, based on time frames aligning with that selling idea, I take an impulse entry here. But it's not about price breaking the line and taking the sell. There's a lot that goes into it. It's basically impulse entries. I think you're confusing with, or I don't know. But those are basically impulse entry ideas. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a EURJPY chart. So buy is above that area. Okay, 126,319. And target for sells is pretty good. 126,319. I'd even go higher over here, 126,400, you know. So now you have this range here. And this zone I got looking left. So let's look left over here. See, this is zone I got looking left over here. All the way up over there. So this entire area is like a rejection area. Right? This whole area. From 126,300 all the way to 126,400. That's an entire rejection area. So what we're waiting for right now is to wait for price to break above this resistance, so we can continue moving bullish, or break below, you know, 126, so we can continue moving bearish. Put it right over here. What are ways to identify a bias every day? Well, we identify bias every day here, man. Look, so we can all agree this is going to continue down, but me personally, I wasn't comfortable in this because there's a rejection here and this and there, right? It's not about what's the bias for the day. Sometimes, you know, you can see that price is bullish and we can continue moving up. But when you start plotting out your zones, you then start to identify that, okay, it doesn't matter what the bias is. What matters is where price is going to go if it breaks the zone, right? So over here, we don't see any bias, right? So if you look on a daily time frame, we see that the bias is bullish, we're going up. But at the same time, now when we drop down to the smaller time frames, what we see is that, okay, there's a zone down over here, and if you break this zone, we can continue down. If we break above the zone, we can continue moving up. You know, so bias depends on what's the bias within that session, right? Not what's the bias overall, what's the bias in that session. So in this session, if we break below 139,600, the bias is going to be sells, right? If we break above here, then the bias is going to be buys. So you have to look at what the bias is going to be within the session. See, the 1 hour is now continuing down over here. We broke the low here on the 1 hour time frame. I guess on the 1 hour, since it was clean and we did break the low, I guess it made sense on the 1 hour, and I think with that we could ignore the 30-minute. But still, like, you know, the 30-minute technical areas, they still hold a lot of weight. We can't really ignore them all the way. So I guess a really, really good sell is going to be below 139, you know, 580. And we're going to see if that happens or not. Rejection in London session yesterday. Does it make any impact on the current candles to form rejection zones? I don't know. You have to send a chart. I don't know which London zone you're talking about. But what I see on this chart is this in front of you here. And that's what I'm looking at. Very simple. I'm looking at if we break below here, we can continue down. If we break above here, we can continue up. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm looking for. Why do you call them impulse entries when you are in a correction? This according to Elliott wave theory. See, I don't know who Elliott was, and I'm sure Elliott doesn't know who Raja Banks is. So you can't compare the two with each other. So Mr. Elliott can call it whatever it wants. I'm going to call them what I want. Elliott. All right. Gold just tanking. False. Gold is just coming down to support. You know, so now this candle is going to close. Now you got to see whether we're going to reject the support, or are we going to continue moving down towards 1816? See, now you have clean candle here to the left hand side. If we start rejecting the support, then we can continue moving back up to 1830 and 1831. I understand that over trading and over analyzing, etc., are a killer. Isn't it okay to do this in the beginning on paper so you have more practice time during the day? See, this is the thing. That's a very valid question, right? But if you start doing that on a piece of paper, then you're basically building those bad habits. You know, you're building those bad habits. Even if that's going to be for practice, you're still building bad habits. You have to create strong, solid foundations for your trading, like your trading psychology, basically, right? If you're going to start paper trading 10 trades a day, man, you're creating bad habits. Like if you're going to go into the live account, you're going to start doing the same things. No matter what excuse you tell yourself that you're not going to do it, you're still going to do it. So it's very important to just stick to like 1 trade a day, 2 trades a day, even their paper trades, you know, and those things are really, really going to help you. What's this? Shorted a short scalp on GJ. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Looks like we have a lot of cowboys here. Oh, what's this? Can you explain the reasoning for placing this level here? It's clear on 15-minute, but that's a weak time frame. On 30-minute, it's not visible. Yes, that's why I have it placed based on the 15-minute time frame. You know, because if I measure this range, this is the range, this is a 26 pip range, right? So as price comes down, it's going to look left, right? It's going to look left, and looking on the 15-minute time frame, it's going to look left and see that, okay, there's a rejection here. So what if we do break below 139, 580, 570 and price comes down? Maybe this is going to be an area over here where it starts rejecting, right? This means if price starts to come down, that's where you can probably secure positions and leave a runner running. You know, because we can then come up to do a retest or whatever. So that's why that's a minor zone. It's still pretty important when it comes towards, you know, rejections. All right, what's this? Thank you for the education. My third day and already learned a lot. Oh wow, man, third day. Go tell your friends and family. We'll give them a gulag pass there when they join. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is rejection in London session. Does this resistance impact current candle? Oh no, no, not at all. It doesn't. It doesn't. So you have to remove this, right? You gotta remove that because now it impacts right over here. Okay, this is coming straight down. See, now if we break below here 139.570, then we can continue moving down. That's going to be a pretty good move coming down towards 139.400, I would say. Someone is saying that zone hit the fib levels too. Man, time and time again, we've seen fib levels get destroyed by price action. So you have to relax over here right now. Wow. You know, one more thing that can happen here is that price can just break this area and continue moving. That can also happen. If that happens, man, there's probably going to be no entries at that point.
If that happens, we're gonna be clapping. Heavy clapping.
Heavy clapping.
Yes.
Kervin comes in from the shadows.
Yeah, just came from.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to continue moving down over here now. Oh yeah, 4 hours is going to fill this wick over here too, 139.520.
Yeah. Boom, bam, bam, bam. It's coming.
No close over here, nothing. Just moving over here. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. First chart after leaving the gulag. Ooh, we'll wait for break and retest, choppy candles. Yeah, I'd be waiting for the same thing too, like to be honest. You know, for price to kind of like close, come up, do some sort of a retest, and then continue on. But now when I look back to see where it could have been a really good entry, could have been right over here. Once we broke below over here, and then at that point we could have just ignored all this mess on the 30-minute, you know, but I wanted to be cautious. I want to show the gulag what it takes to be cautious, you know, and be disciplined. I think I heard you say before that often doesn't break and retest, and that it more often just drops. Is that accurate? Yes, that's accurate. Pound yen, sometimes it doesn't do any retests. It just continues moving, and it is what it is. You know, you can't do anything about it. I was in a losing trade last night on GJ, was in a big loss, as had a sell from 139.658. Oh wow, 139.658. And it was 140, then that big news came out. I was so happy. Man, you're going to blow your account. 100%. You're going to blow your account. If you were in a drawdown with no stop loss, you're going to blow your account pretty soon. And do message me when you blow your account. Because that's trading with no plan. You know, like if you took a sell and you had no plan, no stop loss, you let it run, and you basically news saved you, you're going to do it again. And maybe that one time news is not going to come in. You're not going to be saved. So it's very important you trade with a plan. Oh, EURJPY and pound JPY are moving opposite over here. Looks like EURJPY is breaking above to continue bullish. But needs to really break and close. Pound JPY is breaking below here. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here. All right. Ooh, pound is weak. Dollar is strong. Looks like pound dollar is also dropping. Yen is meh. It's all right, but the pound is weak. Interesting. Can I look at the 5 minute on GJ? Sure, you can. Open your chart. Look at it. Can I look at the 5 minute?
What kind of question is that?
Gulag, man.
You can look at the 1 minute if you want, 30 seconds, whatever. What makes you happy, man?
Imagine you open 5 minutes, someone slaps you in the back of the head. What are you doing? You're like, oh, sorry.
Nah, but seriously, the best entry should be 139, 750.
Yeah.
740.
Once we break the low over here,
Yeah.
once we're coming down, yeah.
That one right there. And now it's just a straight drop.
Yeah, straight drop. I'm basically amazed how nicely it's dropping now. Also, you can see there's clean candles here to the left. That's why it's dropping so nice.
Yeah. Basically, you're mirroring the 1 hour candles to the left. It's a straight drop.
Yeah.
138, 950. It's clean traffic.
Looks like the Gulag was in sells. Some guys in the Zoom were in sells too.
Very nice.
This was a trade for the day here for all you guys. Like whoever took that risk on the sells, this was the trade of the day.
Yeah.
If you were to take an impulse entry, where would your stop loss have been? You know, now when I look back, I think one mistake I made was once this 30-minute candle closed, I didn't look at the 1 hour. And if I look at the 1 hour, this would have been the only entry right over here. Right here. 139, 730, 740, right there. Other than that, there was nothing. Once we start breaking the low over here, even if you had an impulse entry, there was no way to know where your stop loss, because the stop, it would have been really, really big. So that would have been your entry right there. Ooh, France pushing for no deal Brexit if UK does not make significant concessions. Interesting. Could have been news over here. No. Would you wait on retest on EJ? Yeah, or if we start breaking the high here on the 15 minute, that would make sense for price to continue moving. Yeah, that would make sense. Wow, man. Well, this was a trade here now.
Yeah.
What now? Nothing.
Nothing, man.
Holy! Current's parents are mad. Current's parents said, hey, hombre, you missed the trade. Alright. Here's one from the Gulag. What do you think? Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. Wrapped up the day for today, guys. Congrats to all that profited. Okay, you know what? Congrats to everyone who profited today. We're gonna do a little let me just I can't do that anymore.
What?
The clapping sound. All right, so
why 139,350 and not 139,090? I had seen the setup, but then my target was 139,090. I didn't. I was just looking at yours and wondering why you were talking about 139,350.
I can't really understand you. You had.
I had the same setup for GJ, the sell. But then I was looking a bit lower. I was mirroring the candles on the left, and so it was all green. up to around 139.090. But then you targeted on 139.350 and it actually settled at 139.350. So I was just wondering what you saw at 139.350 that got you to that target.
Oh, right here?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, the 15 minute here to the left hand side.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, that area right over here. Even though this looks good till like 139 here, but then we're coming down, so it's very rare price is going to continue moving all the way down. So this has to be some sort of a rejection here. That's what I was looking for here. So if there's a rejection here and we create some sort of a minor resistance or some consolidation, then we can continue moving down. So that's
it's also a 4-hour zone as well.
Yeah, so that's what I'm expecting at that point there.
okay, all right, right. Thank you.
Yeah, yes.
And also, Raja, if you don't mind, can I explain my entry? It's kind of like I was lucky, but if you don't mind, can I explain?
Yeah, sure.
It was looks like a same setup with the GJ and pound USD. It was like a 100% same setup, and in that time, like the pound USD, it's already dropped and then it's moving, but pound GBPY, it's already in the range. So that's why when the price is broke to 580, I took an impulse entry. I just open it and then I just secured to 20 pips and then close everything.
Nice.
But there is no I didn't prepare my stop loss or something. Just sometimes it's just moving at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's why I just took it. But just do you think it's just luck, or do you think it's a solid?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but also like if you're really good at risk management, only do that if you're good at risk management.
Okay then.
Yeah, because it's rare price are going to continue falling. So I would say that was luck. It still continued falling and didn't really do like a retest or close. So you also have to keep in mind that what would you do if price starts retracing? How would you manage your risk at that point, having no stop loss?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was only thinking if the 15 minutes candle coming to the range, I will close immediately, but it didn't come up, so it dropped like hell. So that's why I think it's just my luck. It's helped me a lot.
It's pretty good, man. Good job.
Thank you. I'm just learning from you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, you are the best, man. All right then.
I don't know. All right. So
100%, man. Come on. How can you say I don't know?
Come on.
Come on, man. Shit.
Come on. All right. Thank you, Reza.
All right. Yeah. All right. Take care. Make me feel awkward there, man. No, man. Come on.
Come on, brother.
All right. So, all right. Listen. So this area, this was breaking above over here. So that's what we're going to talk about. This is the 15-minute breaking above. But since this candle is about to close in 10 minutes, I think it's going to be much better to wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Because we don't know whether this 30-minute candle is going to close bullish or whether it's going to close bearish. That's why it's going to get pretty tricky taking it on the 15-minute, even though the 15-minute is breaking the high over here. So these are very weak confirmations at this point. So you'd want to see a close on the 30-minute and the next 30-minute to break the high for price to potentially continue moving up. So on the 15-minute, it's going to be pretty tricky as it's going to be a weak confirmation here. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is stop loss at top of that resistance. Took position when the bearish candle breaks the lower wick. Oh, pretty good. Nice. See, at the same time, This is also a risky maneuver, but hey, the more you're going to look at GJ, the more you're going to understand that hey, sometimes it just moves. And sometimes when you take a trade on GJ and the train just moves, there's no way to explain it. You're just like, yeah, it just moves. I've seen it happen before. You know, so it's good that people are coming up to that level to say, well, I've seen it happen. You know, sometimes you can really plot out the trade. Technically, it makes sense. You make it look nice. But sometimes, you know, the price just moves and you just got to execute on it. So at this point, if I haven't taken this trade, I'd be waiting to create some sort of a consolidation, retracement, to take a further move down or what. So probably there's going to be waiting involved here. What's this? Was looking at lower time frame very closely. Observe price action. Oh, someone sent their Google Drive over here. Let's take a look at this Google Drive. Oh, really professional here. All right, what happened? 25 pips. Beautiful. From Australia by Mr. Anuj. Thank you. Well done, well done. Amazing, man. Look at these wins. Look at this break even over here. Awesome. On 25, 25, 25. Small lots, big profits. Do you think gold is testing the support at 1823 to keep going down? 1823. You know what? On the 30-minute, it is. It's at this support. So maybe wait for this candle to close on the 30-minute. You know, because if it closes above support, there's a potential it can continue moving up. So you'll have to wait there for a little bit. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is our chart coming for EURJPY. After this resistance, we can consider that before resistance, price will rise to 126.410 to fill the wick. Yeah, it makes sense. You just have to break above this area. See, I was talking about the 15-minute being a weak confirmation time frame. So see, you're waiting, and now if someone was looking to take a buy, you got saved over here, saved from drawdown, right? Because the 30-minute candle is about to close here, and it's really good idea to wait for it to close. All right, let's take a look at this GJ chart. This is, oh, wait a minute. What's this? Wait for candle to close. Entry area, partial close here. Okay, partial close here and leave a runner down till there. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. See, now this is a really good price action here on pound yen, right? Because if we create a support here, and there's a candle that breaks this low, then there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving down to at least 139, 150, you know, 200, and coming down to 139, 100 if we break this low here now. Because if this candle closes bullish, man, I'm going to be super happy. Because then if we break that support, we're coming down, you know, so that's pretty good. Ooh, someone made $1,490 in 2 days. Beautiful. So yeah, we're just waiting here now. Let's take a look at this. Oh, it's the same chart. It's a different chart right here. Took a sell once they break the low. Awesome. Looks like guys basically took the same trades. Very nice. See now this trade, if you took this sell here, this basically took you like 2 minutes. Wow, this is a 20 pip move over here. This took you like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, a minute, you know, so now you're done. Now you're done for the day. Now you can say, hey, honey, look, I went to the office for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I made my money and I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling, man, because, you know, some guys are here to spend a lot of time on the charts, way too much time. And their wives or whatever they have, they're saying, you're always looking at the charts, you're always working, what are you doing? You know? This is the time to prove, hey, honey, I worked 5 minutes today. Done.
Yeah, man. You know what's funny? I was talking with my son in the car while I was taking him to the school, and we were looking at GU chart because he's trading demo right now. So we were looking at the GU chart, and you know, I saw a beautiful 4-hour candle, and I told him, look, if you're gonna look for something on GU, look for sells. So we placed a sell with the stop loss above the previous resistance, and when I get here and I check the GU chart and I send them a message, hey, close GU, it's already done. That was funny.
Close your GU. It's already done.
Yeah.
No, man, that's awesome. Like, it's a skill. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Like at this age, I think if he learns about the skill and the discipline, maybe if he goes in trading or not, but he's gonna know in the back of his mind that he understands trading, price action, you know.
Yeah. I mean, he loves the idea of being, you know, trading at home or doing whatever you want to be doing at home. And basically, you take 4 or 5 hours from your day and you're done, man.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man.
All right, what's this? 15-minute close below freshest support. Okay, this was the freshest support. Impulse entry. Raja, you're the best. Come on, man. Shit. Lowered risk because my bias was buys. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Your bias was buys. So you changed your bias and you executed on it with a lower risk. That's beautiful. You know, that's awesome. Now, this is another problem that guys have, that if they're going to have a bias for buys and if price going in a sell, they may not execute it. So I think you did the right thing. Even though you went against your bias, you lowered down your risk to reduce the stress, because it's a very difficult thing to just change your bias instantly, you know. So that's very good. You didn't read my question on the chart. My question was that on the trade, my stop loss was kind of big. It was 26 pips. Would it have been better to skip on that trade or lower my lot size by half? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It would have been better to lower your lot size. It would have been better to lower your lot size. But I wouldn't have taken that trade at all. I mean, if my stop loss would have been 26 pips or whatever, I wouldn't have taken that trade at all. You know, I would have said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to be willing to sit and miss out on the trade and then see if I can get a second chance of the sells or not. I improved and learned a lot studying live streams. No. All right, let's take a look at this chart. Let's take a look at this chart here from the Gulag. Oh, man, this... Oh, no, this is the... All right. Take a look at this. This is, oh nice, impulse sell anticipating for price to break previous low, secured 50%, run and hit 18.8 pips. Amazing. See, I knew there would be some cowboys over there taking that sell down. That's amazing, man. You guys can just learn and take the trade I wouldn't take now. That's beautiful. You guys are becoming masters in the Gulag. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is EURJPY, 15-minute. This is from yesterday, man. Who sent this? Is this a good chart? Yeah, this is from yesterday. Entered buy at the break, stopped out at break even, re-enter right over here, 14 pip TP. Amazing. But this was from yesterday. Gotta add that song to the playlist here. Yesterday. Where is it?
Gulag music.
Yeah, it's the Gulag music. right, let's take a look at this over here. This is coming in the 15-minute candle bullish close. Is it too strong to take an impulse short when it breaks the low? Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good idea if we break the low here to take a short, based on the impulse entry video YouTube where you mentioned that the candle can't be so strong. I mean, you will need a bearish candle to close here, and when the next one starts breaking the low, that's going to be an amazing move. But at this point, we don't know whether this is going to continue up to do a retest up over here, or we're going to continue down. So let's take a look at the higher time frame here. 4 hour basically has this support formed at 139.250. Looking at the daily, if daily is basically now rejecting that completely. So yeah, I mean, you know, like if you look at the market structure, it's pretty apparent that we're coming down, came up to do a retest, continuing down now. So listen, if this volume continues into the New York Open, we can continue down towards 139.060. But if we come above the range around 139.580, then, you know, we can continue consolidating here. So it's going to be pretty important to wait on the smaller time frames here to see whether we're going to start breaking the low over here, or yeah, basically to see if we're going to start breaking the low here or not. Why do you believe that fixed lot is better than percentage risk or dollar fixed at stop loss? I don't believe that. That's what I do. You know, I believe in a lot of things. Like, you know, if you're a new trader, I think you should go with risking 1% per trade. You know, 1% per trade. It's not a lot of risk. It's still, percentage wise, it's still pretty good, 1% per trade. Because once you get comfortable with doing 1% per trade, then naturally you start doing more risks. Or maybe if you think like me, then you can say, okay, like, you know what, I've been doing percentage risk per trade, and now I think I'm getting good enough to really test my limit with increasing the lot sizes. You know, so there are like multiple ways to go about it. Either you go about it with dollars, either you go about with percentages or with lot sizes. That's all up to you. Me, I try to go with based on lot sizes. So we're coming down over here. I'm just going to measure if an impulse entry is taken as this candle is coming down, what's going to be the stop loss? Oh, it's going to be like 14, 15 pips. It's pretty big. So we'll need a candle close here. So we're going to see what happens. Would you say having 10 pips TP, not leaving runners, is bad habit? No, it's still pretty good. If you're securing, right? You're securing pips. Man, trust me, when I first started in the beginning, I used to, like, you know, I mean, secure 10 pips, 12 pips. People used to tell me all the time, oh, you're just getting 10 pips. You're getting 10 pips. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, money is money. I mean, 10 pips, 15 pips, whatever you can secure, you got to secure. Looks like gold is just dropping here now. See, this is what I want to see on GJ here. Gold, how gold broke the low here. Now there's a very high probability gold is going to continue down towards 1816. And that's exactly what I want to see on pound yen for price to continue dropping. See, we're coming down here slowly. What's your view on ctJPY? I think you need to send a chart. Can we enter gold now? I mean, you can. I mean, your entry was right over here. I mean, if you enter here, your stop is going to be 30 pips. 30 pip stop loss. And you're looking for price to come down towards 18, 17, you know, yeah, 18, 17 even, 41 pips away, or even to like 18, 18, 31 pips away. What do you think of EU? It looks like dropping. If it's dropping, let's stand under it, try to catch it. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at EU right over here. So Euro USD. Looks like it's dropping. 4 hour is kind of retracing. Looking at the daily, daily is dropping. 1 hour candles are also coming down. We're creating a resistance over here. Let's take a little sneak peek on GJ. We're at 401, looking at 340. Looking on the 30-minute time frame. Man, your USD is just consolidating. You got all this area right over here. This range. I don't like Euro USD. I mean, let's just ignore that pair. Let's just ignore Euro USD even exists. I mean, there's this range over it. So you'll need this range to break for price to continue down. Right? Look at this. You got this range right over here. And if you measure this range, it's 16 pips. It's not enough. I mean, this range is just super bad. Look at this. 23 pip range. I mean, what are you going to do in this range? Nothing. My trading journey went from big losses to smaller losses, now in small wins. So, wow, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Very nice. That's beautiful. From big losses to small losses, then small profits, and then soon you're going to get to bigger profits. See, this is the thing. When you first start, when you're starting out, you're obviously going to have big, huge losses, right? And then once you have big losses, you have to figure out what do you have to do to make those losses small. Because if you're going to have big losses, having big wins are not going to make your losses small, right? You have to figure out how can you make your losses small. Once you start making your losses small, you're basically stopping the bleeding, right? You're stopping the bleeding of your account. You're stopping it. So once that's controlled, then you can start focusing on, okay, how can I have now wins? And you start focusing on like small wins, right? So now you have small losses, you have small wins, and slowly your wins, they start to get bigger and bigger, and your losses are small. So obviously your losses seem pretty small compared to your big wins, right? So, all right.
Looks like on gold, you can risk it for the biscuit too.
Yeah.
Gold is about to drop.
Pound yen is also about to close here in 5 minutes on 15 minute. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Do you think we should bear in mind before entering GJ? Oh, bear in mind what? Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm bearing that mind in as well. You know, so this situation is the same situation that happened yesterday, if you guys remember. You know, price coming down, this candle broke below the low, and the next candle retraced a little higher and then dropped. You know, so we got 4 minutes left for this candle to close. Yeah, we got 4 minutes left for this candle to close. What do you think about EJ? I think EURJPY is breaking below this minor resistance. And if we measure this range, this is like 9-10 pips away. So it's basically ranging over here. EURJPY. It's ranging in this area here. Because 9-10 pips is not enough pips to, you know, grab a trade. Probably below 126, you could get a move down. Or if we create a support over here and whatnot, then probably we can go up. But like normally I would say maybe wait for a break above 126.220 or wait for a break below 126 even. So yeah, since the candles are printing side by side, we know that the volume is dying a little bit. And when we look at the time, we see that there's New York Open in 20 minutes, right? So the volume is going to pump in about 20 minutes. Looks like gold can also continue to like 1817, 1818. Hey, I've seen this and you take sells in this setup before. Resistance created at 139.80. Oh, okay, 139.80. How could I be more confident in setups like this? Well, we discussed this like 10 times, but I think a better entry was right over here on the 1 hour time frame. Once we broke the low and price continued down, you had clean candles here, so that was an impulse entry right over there. At the same time, the 30-minute was ranging, so you're basically trusting the 1 hour to continue down since we're breaking the low here. And as we know about impulse entries, once we break the low, there's chances price are going to continue down, and we broke below here and continue down. So we basically looked at the high time frames and ignored the choppiness on the smaller time frames. I'm in GBPJPY. Who's with me? I don't know. Probably someone's in GBPJPY with you. Not me, man. Who's with me? He's like, hey, we're gonna go defeat Biden. Who's with me?
That's dangerous, Skyboy.
It's dangerous, Skyboy.
Ay, ay, ay.
Do you change your lots if you see chance? Yes, sometimes. All right, gold is coming down here. You know what we did? We gave people the idea with gold. You're gonna have like a 30 pip stop for like a 30 pip gain coming down to 1818. And if we do come down to 1818, wow, beautiful. Come on, one more pip here, coming straight down.
It's looking Gucci, Raja.
Yeah, before NY Open, for sure. We got the Cowboys here in the Gulag who took sells on gold here. We broke the low, man, beautiful.
Yeah.
Taking sell now would be very risky.
It can work, but it's risky because this 15-minute candle should break below 1819, and then you're Gucci. Going to 1816. I'm sorry.
Oh, candle close with no wick over there.
Yeah. Fitchy.
Will gold push down and retrace? Let's push down a little bit. Oh, here it comes.
Yeah. It's fitchy because this 15-minute candle. But
oh, come on, $1 more. $1
more for gold is nothing, man.
Yeah.
Come on, at least $2, right? Come on, man. 1816. Come on.
1816. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the dollar.
Yeah. No, definitely, yeah, man. But look at the hourly candle. Looks Gucci though.
Oh, it looks amazing. It's solid.
Yeah, this 1 hour candle to the left. Oh my god, it looks so good.
Even the 30-minute over here.
Yeah. So Gucci, brother.
Oh, 1818. Come on. Little bit. 18, 18, 39, 40, 18, 18, 45, 45, 47, 47. It will come down to 1880, 34, 25, 22, 22, 18, 18, 25, 35. Come on, man. A little bit. Push down. Spread needs to push down to 1818. 1818.
No,
Michael,
I mean,
coming up.
I'm not closing because gold is heavy. So when gold tends to break support, it drops a lot. So that's why gold is a heavy metal.
Gold is pretty heavy. That's true.
Yeah.
Once it goes, it goes.
At this point, I secure 50% and my stop losses are break even. So I don't. But yeah, man, we can get 1816 with this hourly candle. But
yeah, that was amazing. We gave the signal around over here. It's like almost 30 pips, 32 pips.
Yeah.
Did you take trades when candle starts with no wicks? No.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope.
You didn't give a signal. Where if you open your ears and your eyes, we did. I basically clearly said that, whoa, you can take a sell over here, have a 30 pips. Oh, there we go. 1818 has been hit.
Oh, man.
All right. 1818, go. We got the horns coming.
There you have it, Raja. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
God damn, brother.
Oh, 1816 is also almost there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Wow,
1816
man.
is also here.
I'm telling you, brother. Gold is heavy, man. When
Yeah.
it drops heavy.
Keeps going.
Come on, man. Shit.
Well, man, if the gulag, you guys took the sell on gold. I'm not taking any trades, but if you guys took the sell, give a like on the stream. You know, subscribe to the channel.
Give a like to the stream, man. We're
Yeah.
giving away pips every day, man.
Every
Trust.
day, giving away pips. We called it. When it broke down, I specifically said, this is a good idea. Kervin came on. He said the same thing. It's a great idea. And if you executed on it, beautiful.
Yeah, man.
And whoever's spamming here in the chat, I'm going to block you right now. Hold on. Sending ones and W's. Ja, 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 ja.
Oh, that's for the wins, W's.
Yeah.
See, man, trading together. I don't know why people think that trading is boring when they trade together with along with another people with their students. I saw your story on Instagram last night, Raja, and it's really sad that a mentor can say something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's another thing. Like if you're not confident in your ability, that's a whole nother thing. You know, but like trading is, I mean, if you're trading with like a group, with a team, it's not boring at all. I mean, we have 3,000 people on 3,000 people on YouTube. You can't even fit 3,000 people in my street. You know, you got 3,000 in YouTube. You got around 300, 350 in Zoom. And I mean, we have the horns and clapping. I mean, it's gonna be boring if your personality is boring. You know, like if you're gonna be like upbeat like us, it's never boring.
And we got Mac.
Yeah, we got the star of the stream. He's not here today.
Yeah. If you want to have fun, Mac is the plug, man.
Yeah,
It's the one.
he's the plug for fun. Trading alone is super boring, 100%.
Yeah.
Cause you're just sitting like a dumbass, you know. Man, in the beginning, I'd be taking losses like an idiot just by myself. You know, I'd be like, "Oh shit, man, another loss today." Like, bro, I remember there was a time I was taking losses, and I would wake up in the morning to trade, and in my mind, I would think, "Here we go again. Probably gonna take another loss, but gotta look at the charts." You know, would have no plan, nothing. Now it's like, all right, let's come and see what's going on. Like we came to the stream, and this is how the stream started. Hold on. The stream started like. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how we started today. Probably YouTube is going to flag this part, but screw YouTube for today. All right, looks like this thing is going to kind of like retrace here a little bit. It's like 10 pips away. I can't see the stream anymore. Oh, you turn off your monitor or what's going on? Holy, look at that. 1816 almost, and boom, rejection.
Yeah.
I think you learn about securing positions when you trade gold.
Yes.
You know, you quickly learn, oh, gotta secure ASAP.
Yeah.
Because this thing
I mean,
can just turn.
Yeah. Every time you trade gold, 20 pips, $2 on drop on gold is gonna correct $1. So you secure 20 pips, you secure 50, and then next 10 pips that you can get, secure some more, and so on, man. Don't let the entire position running just because you think it's gonna continue dropping straight away. It's very rare.
You think you might see the price coming back up at this point? Like we're respecting kind of the H4 and H1 bullish trend. Like, you think? I think we went down and now we should be coming back up. No.
On pound yen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd want to see some sort of a minor resistance to form to continue this momentum down. That's what I want to see. Because we are tapping into a support. I mean, this is a support we basically identified on 15-minute here. Look how nicely it's tapping into it. So beautiful.
Right on the dot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can wait on GBPJPY to form some sort of resistance somewhere here, before continuing down. But when the candles are, let's say, no, we're not gonna do it on the 5-minute because it's dangerous. The way it dropped is dangerous because this candle can retrace all the way to 139, 580. But basically, when you start seeing kind of, can you go lower your chart a little bit, Raja, to check the previous break? All right, right there. So basically, when you start seeing the kind of formation, in order for GBPJPY to continue down, you want to see some sort of area like this. So when you have the 15-minute candle doing something like this, basically the body of the candle breaking below previous bodies, when you have this break from the wicks, you can go to the next area of support, which is this one, right? So if you were a cowboy taking entries around 139, 740, 750, your first take profit is gonna be this one. Next take profit is gonna be the next support area. So if you were in this area right here and you start seeing this candle breaking above the bearish candle, most likely we're gonna come and retest this area. And from there, your job is gonna be look for some sort of resistance, because we're still trading in a bearish daily candle. So from there, your job is gonna start waiting for some sort of resistance somewhere, something like this. And when candles start breaking below the previous one, same structure that we have here, that's your job, to take entries and target somewhere first support and then next zone. And that's the way you trade GJ basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'm also looking at look at H1. I mean, if you look, I mean, we're just trending. The major trend is bullish. I know the intercession is bearish right now, but I mean, at one point we should coming back up. And right now it looks like H1 is respecting the Q at 0.500. So I don't know. I still think, I mean, it should coming back up at one point.
Yeah.
Especially that H4 right now. I mean, if you look at H4, I mean, it's trending very, very well bullish right now. So I think we needed a drop down, and now it's starting to go coming back up. But if it closed under 0.500 though on H1, I mean, now it's going to be melting to probably like 139 even, you know.
Curious that yesterday, this time, we put in a bullish candle at the exact same time we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
Then that started the up move for the rest of the night. So there was one bearish candle at the open of New York Stock Exchange, and then after that, it just went.
Yeah, that's exactly where I took my buy yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the things is this Brexit news. I'm just going to be aware of whatever we do. There's always a chance of Brexit news at the moment. Because the negotiations are going on, but you know, whenever they come out with something, it doesn't mean anything until right at the end. So this morning, I think that big chunk down was that Brexit news hit.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah, the move down was Brexit news.
Man, I was in buys.
Oh man.
And I stacked my position. I'm lucky I got out lightly.
God damn.
Oh, looks like EURJPY is gonna pump up here with NY Open. We're breaking and closing above this resistance. And if the next candle breaks the high, I think we're gonna continue moving bullish with that volume coming in. If it closes above, we still got 13 seconds here. Ooh, look at that. Oh. Close back. Oh, yeah, no buys.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Wow, look at that 15-minute candle close right back inside. Yeah, you need a break above for price to continue moving.
Yeah. The good thing on EJ so far is that the hourly candle did a retest to support and closed like with a lot of rejection to that support.
Right here?
Yeah, the hourly candle.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the entire week should not get filled. In order for these buys to play, this 1 hour wick fill should not happen. If that entire wick fill happen, then most likely we're gonna come down all the way down to retest around 120, 125, 126 flat. But yeah, it's a dangerous range. We may have a nice move on EJ like yesterday, but who knows?
Man, yesterday was monster move.
Yeah, man.
Like,
oh yeah.
We filled this high, and then I looked at the charts an hour later. I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the price, right? And we were still at 125, 100. I looked at the price later, it was at 125, 650. And I was like, whoa, this thing really ran.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't like the idea of taking EJ buys before 8 a.m., I think, because the 15-minute broke basically just with 7 pips above the consolidation. So you know, I was expecting a heavy move at that time. So that didn't happen. Then the next 15-minute candle came all the way down and retested the support from the 15-minute. And I said, man, I don't like it, man.
This one right here, right?
This one
huge retracement.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah, it was a huge retracement.
Yeah. But the easy play should have been this break over here. Yeah, the break from here. Aiming for the resistance, you know. That play should be easy. And at that point, if you take an entry at the break of this candle right here, and you take some 50% profits here, and you adjust your stop loss at break even, basically, it was a zero drag down trade all the way up.
Yes, sir.
But I missed it because Slackbot always said, "I'm expecting you to do something in life, something like that."
I expect you to do more in life or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Let's take a look at this chart here. Sad to see this move slipped away from my hands. I sold on the retracement here. Guess a better stop would have been here. 30-pip move, unfortunately. How would you have entered this? I probably would have looked at the break of the low over here if I was really looking at it. Right over here. Break of the low right over here. That's what I would look at. But it was in London session, so I was asleep. So still, you know, would have been pretty tricky. So I would have looked at the break of the low over here, to have clean candles here to the left hand side. All right, pound yen. Start consolidating over here so we can break down and continue down. See, now this is really interesting because look, we had a lot of volume coming in pre-New York, right? Pre-New York we had volume, price moved a lot, you know, pretty good. Now we're ranging. So if we're going to range in New York Open, I think the next dose of volume is going to come in at NYC Open at 9:30. You know, we can probably see a break coming down at that point with the start of the new 4-hour candle, because the 4-hour candle is going to close in about, 56 minutes. So right now it's just consolidating.
And this is the thing with GJ. Can you go to the 5-minute, because I'm gonna explain something really quick, even though it's dangerous for people who doesn't know how to trade GJ. So basically, you can see this 5-minute candle, right? So this 5-minute candle is creating some sort of rejection from this level. So as soon these 5-minute candles start closing below this one, your stop loss can be up here, and you're aiming for this area right here. So basically what you want to see on GJ, it's a candle that looks like this, right? So, but it's dangerous because it's 5-minute, and it's just the starting of the hourly candle. But from there, you can take profits and somewhere, my bad. This area should be an easy take profit for this sell. It's basically one risk reward, but at this point, when these candles start coming down to retest this support, you're gonna have a prime entry. So at that point, even though you have a rejection from there, your stop loss is gonna be here, and you're gonna secure some profit at support. But it's dangerous. I'm telling you, it's dangerous because it's 5-minute. It's just the starting of the hourly candle. But when you start seeing a 5-minute candle closing like that, it's basically the same thing that happened on the higher time frame. It's just that it's dangerous. It's because it's the starting of the hour. That's why I don't want to try to teach people to trade on 5-minute, because you have to know what's behind the timing before they take this trade. But if this trade happened around let's say 8:40, 8:50, I'd take this trade, because as a matter of fact, I know this candle is gonna come to retest that support. But it's just the starting of the hourly candle. So at this point, it's really dangerous. But for people asking for the 5-minute webinar, that's why I wanna give you this trading, because it's dangerous. It can mess up with your trading mentality, because the 30-minute is the safest way to trade GJ or any pair, to be honest. 30 minutes is the easiest way.
You end up creating cowboys, Cohen.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing.
I think what we should do is that we can create a quiz, a really difficult quiz, and whoever passes that quiz, then he can get a spot in that webinar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you fail the quiz, you can't see. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Guys are gonna be cheating to pass the quiz.
Yeah.
It's like a driver's license, you know, like to drive on the highways, you need to do a second test.
Basically, if you fail, you get a cowboy hat. If you pass, you get a sheriff's badge.
Yeah, sheriff badge. Someone asked a question over here that they took a buy. They took a buy at the break of the high, and they got stopped out, and that was the only information they gave us. So I'm gonna assume you took a buy when the 15-minute broke the high over here, but there wasn't enough range. Look at this. There was a 10 pip range. I don't know how you got stopped out or where your stop loss was, but your stop loss should have been right down over here. So I don't know, but still it wasn't a good trade because there wasn't enough range. So you need price to get out of that range.
Yeah.
As a 21-year-old, I first began trading to chase cars and lifestyle, but that only caused unnecessary pressure. I learned thanks to you guys who love the process. Man, if you're this young and you're really finding value in like, you know, loving the process, you're gonna go very, very far. That's a pretty good mentality to have. All right, can you check average daily range, or it's just nonsense? See, every daily range, I mean, I can tell you right now, if I look at GJ, and I've been trading GJ for a long time, and I can say that, okay, average daily range for GJ is like 100 pips, you know, 150 pips, 100 pips, sometimes 80 pips. Those are the average length of the daily candles on GJ. So that's what basically means. Is that going to help me trade in these time frames? Probably not, because if I'm going to take a trade maybe down over here, I'm not going to think about the average daily range. What I'm going to think about is that if price is going to continue down or not. You know, so every daily range could be whatever, but what you see here within the session is what matters. Oh wow, look at that. Gold is just reversing. Gold went in the reverse gear and continued on.
Kijken. Hoor ik je nu, Willem? Hallo?
Hallo?
Hallo, nu hoor ik je beter. Sorry. Mijn telefoon...
What?
Ja, het is even spannend
Bro.
op dit moment met de verkoop van het huis. Hi Willem.
You're on the phone with us or what?
Rakeel.
You got 10, man. Yo, hey, hi, hello?
It's Ryan.
Hey Ryan, I know it's you, bro. What's going on?
I was gonna say, I think gold's just been a simple break and retest on the H4. I think, from my point of view, if you look on the daily, gold needs to retest the break of the daily and then continue down. So I think mid 50s, 60 range, look for rejections and sells from there. If you look like on the 4 hour, it was just making that lower wick, and now it's done that. It's got its boots on because the 4 hours about to close, so it needs to get its arse into gear and go back in the other direction.
See, since you mentioned that, and that's very interesting, you mentioned it, because now when I look at it, is that, so first we had this support formed, price broke the support. So if this candle can close back above 1823, then we can continue moving back up to 1830. And then we could say that this move down was a fake out.
Yeah, definitely. So, like you say, it touched that 16 area and it just got its boots on.
Oh, yes. It went down to grab its boots.
It got its running shoes, its sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this? I'm 19 years, drop out from college to study this more. Any advice? Man, you just played yourself dropping out from college. You demolished all your options. I mean, at 19, dropping out from college to learn trading, that's the recipe for disaster, I'm sad to say.
And he's going to go bold real quick.
Yeah, man, you're going to go bold real quick. That's a bad idea. You got to keep your options.
I'm sorry, Raya. Okay, Mulas, if you're in this GJ sell, secure some, okay? Don't try to be a cowboy because we can have another reaction from that support.
Man, once we break this.
Yeah, it's done so. 139 200, 139 250 should be a nice target for the GJ Salmon. Trust. So Raja, go to the 5 minutes and tell me this is not the same structure we have seen on 15 and 30 minutes.
Yep.
So
yes,
that's how you attack GJ. Basically, I just give you an idea on 5 minutes. It's dangerous. I'm telling you, it's dangerous because at that point GJ can retrace 7-8 pips easily. So that's why you need to have your finger on the magic keys. And that's why we have magic keys, because magic keys you can execute really fast.
See now, if this was the 30-minute and if the 5-minute closed like this and the next one breaks it, we're continuing down. You're right.
100%.
But listen, if someone took the sells earlier, don't execute here. If you took the gold sells earlier, don't execute here. There's no reason for you to enter this trade. If you haven't taken a trade yet, don't execute right now. Not right now. But if you're executed where Kervin told you to execute, and now your stops are probably at break even.
Yeah. Look at gold. It's done like 100 pip move now enough on the pullback. 8 pips, 70 pips.
Oh yeah, gold has a lot of volume.
Yeah.
Oh, it's breaking this high now in gold. Gold's going to continue running to 1830 now.
Yes. And now
Holy.
this for our candle is gonna F everybody who's still holding themselves. God damn.
All right, here we go. 15-minute candle's about to close.
Oh, what?
What?
So we're about to drop. How the spread is opening so wide on my end?
ADP news. That's why.
Jeez. Okay, then let's go downtown. I was like, what?
There's news. Look at gold.
Oh man, then I'm gonna.
My finger on the button.
Oh, I'm gonna secure this thing.
Oh.
Why is spread going up? Because it's news.
Yeah, no, I haven't checked.
Because it's a tornado coming, man. That's what the spread wide.
God.
Man, I was getting ready to enter when you called that.
Wow, look at that. That's funny. Someone mentioned the spreads.
I was, it's open the panties.
Hey, look at my chart and tell me how I can improve. First of all, we're going to keep an eye on this over here. If we break below 139.340, this is going downtown. See, one reason why the live streams are bad, because sometimes when you're disciplined and you've taken your trades, it's really easy to get sucked in another trade. Super easy. So you have to really, really, really control yourself. Wow, we've broken the low on the 5-minute over here.
Yeah, man. That 200 level is calling.
Yeah. I guess Chinese indicator did not adjust in tune with the news. Nope. Chinese indicator. Wow, look at this. Pound is super weak and yen is super strong over here. Gold is still above that level. EURJPY is still ranging. Wow, it's ranging super hard here, EURJPY. Let's take a look at EURUSD. I must say, Raja, you're the best teacher of price action and all market analysis. Thank you, man. Oh, man. You know, we have a lot of friends over here, and that's why like, you know, like people seem like they're good because we have helping hands over here. Approximately how long does it take for Magic Keys? Well, if you ordered this past weekend, you're probably going to get all your orders before Christmas. If you ordered over the weekend.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. Some shipments to like Australia were taking, they were saying the time was in January. So we went out
January?
of our... Yeah. But hey, don't get excited.
Man.
But we sent it via DHL. You know, so you will get it. Yeah, you'll get it.
Good.
Yeah, so you guys will get it in a week. We had to pay more for shipping, but you know, we had to do that to keep you guys happy.
You are true legend, man.
You know, if I ordered something and that came in January, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, what? I entered gold buys and now it's going down. Someone said I entered gold buys and now it's going down. Oh, man. That's okay. Just waiting, right? That is hilarious, man. All right. Where would you look to close half for GJ if it comes back? Okay. So let's assume that people took sells down over here, right? You went in a little bit of profit and now it's coming back up. So if I was in these sells, my stops would be at 139.450, and at this point I'd be closing 50%. If I really wanted to continue down, I'd be closing 50% right over here. Because look, the candle has closed bullish at this point, so I'd be closing 50%. So if you took profits in the morning, and if you executed on this trade, and you closed this trade in a loss, man, congrats, you played yourself really hard. You know, me, when I take one win, I'm done for the day. I'm like, no, I'm not going to even look at the charts anymore. Well, I do, but I'm not going to execute, right? So we'll see. So we need bearish candles closing over here to justify that move down. Before I watched your stream, I used too much trendline, but after watching your stream, I don't use it anymore. Trendline is awesome. Actually, trendline for me is useless. Oh, congratulations. Congrats. I used to use trend lines too, but then it's tough. See, the thing is, trend lines do work, but when you have trend lines and zones plotted at the same time, sometimes it can like contradict with each other. So that's why, like, you know, it's it gets pretty confusing sometimes. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. What do we got? We got gold, 15-minute chart. Entered after it broke the 1-minute bullish structure. TP hit 60 pips. Oh, nice. 18, 16, 80. Beautiful. If the 30-minute candle closes like this, it's a valid sell, right? On GJ, let's take a look here on the 30-minute. Okay, so basically on a 30-minute, if it closes, it's closing below this support it created. So we're going to take a look at that here now on the 15-minute. See, on the 30-minute, it does seem like it's a support, but on the 15-minute, we're creating this support right over here. So we'll need this area to break because okay, now really listen to this carefully, right? Really try to understand this next part I'm about to say. Now, this is the difference between a wick fill and, all right, hold on. Let me just do this. All right, so this is the difference between a wick fill and a rejection, right? On the 30-minute, when you look at the 30-minute, it seems like we're creating this support, and if the candle closes bearish, then we can continue moving down, right? But if you look on the 15-minute time frame, what we can see is that there's this support being created. So if this 15-minute candle closes bullish, it's closing at this support. So then on the 30-minute, this becomes a rejection rather than a possible wick fill, right? So you need the smaller time frame to be on your side so you can anticipate the next candle to continue moving down. But if it's not on your side, if it's closing and respecting the support, then that 30-minute is basically a rejection. And then you can look left, you can see, okay, yeah, we had a rejection here before, so it makes sense to have a rejection rather than a wick fill. You know, but if this 15-minute was closing bearish, then you could say, okay, the 30-minute can continue moving down. Hope that makes sense. So you can basically go back and listen to that again. But like, that's something I noticed the past week, you know, something I noticed. So it's all about, like, you know, the more you look at the charts, the more you look at price action and really sit down and see what's happening, why it's happening, you start to see these things, you know, because this takes practice. You know, the more you look at it, the more you're going to start to understand why certain things are happening. So yeah, you know, that's why waiting and watching is like, I mean, trading is just like, you're like a lion basically. No, not like a lion. You're like a, yeah, you're like a lion. You're just waiting, watching, you're seeing why price is moving the way it's moving, what it's doing, and then you execute on it. You know, because I never used to look at this, but since last week I've been looking at it and it made sense here. You know, so we want this candle to close in our favor and for the next one to continue down. EURJPY is still ranging over here. Look at that garbage. Gold is playing around with people's feelings now. Man, you get one win on gold, just call it a day. Hey, is it better to do fresh analysis every new day or to keep the previous analysis? What's your preference? I would say do fresh analysis every day. You know, do fresh analysis every day because you need fresh ideas. So always do fresh analysis. Looks like Mr. Hernando was getting cold, so he turned the fan off. I saw the fan running in the background.
It's too, yeah, for real.
What's the temperature? Oh, you're in Florida?
Yeah, Miami.
Oh, Miami. Man, you guys got fans on in Miami. It's snowing still outside.
I've never actually even seen snow, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
Different situation here, right?
Way different situation.
My fireplace is on.
Yep.
-10 over here.
All right, this candle is about to close in 3 minutes. This 15-minute candle on pound yen. Man, Kerwin, if we get to 139, 150, or 200 within this session here, wow, what a continuation from pre-New York then.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good question. On pound yen, I closed 50%, but now if it closed under when will you add a position? Okay, so you closed 50% because we had a little bit of a retracement, right? If the next candles just start breaking the low over here, that's when you can add that rest of the 50% on. Yeah, that's what you can do that. Can you explain what it means when a candle has no wick on top or the bottom? Thank you. I've learned a lot from the live stream. Yeah, it basically means there's no range. There's no range for next candle to go down. It's basically 50-50 chance at that point. So yeah, so we're going to find out whether this is going to be a 30-minute possible continuation with this 15-minute close, or whether it's going to be a rejection if the 15-minute candle close above support. And hey, if that little piece of information, if you found that information useful, give a like on the stream and go and subscribe. You know, oh wow, look at that. Looks like it's going to be a rejection over here. Because here's what happens when you give a like on the stream, you know, like a lot of new people discover the stream. And then it really helps people. I think this stream is like a boat. It's like a Forex boat. You know, you come on and you get saved. Then, how is the leather business coming? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. My brother runs it. I think they did, so far they did like 1.1 in sales this year. It's pretty massive. EURJPY is still ranging. See now, EURJPY is ranging, right? Because there's probably no volume in the euro, but Euro USD is moving up. The reason why Euro USD is moving up is due to the weakness in the US dollar. That's why it's moving up. But EURJPY is ranging because there's less volume in euro. So see, like different pairs, they move differently. And GJ has decided to range here. You know what I would want to see if I wanted to go a little high risk on pound yen sells? This is what I would want to see. I would want to see a bearish candle closing like this, and the next candle breaking the low. That's when I would say, all right, boys, we are heading downtown. And then you could go straight down. So need this right over here.
Yes, I agree on that.
That's like a money trade. Right, Kervin? You're like, you see that? You're like, okay, this is a money trade 100%.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Yeah, yeah.
In any future, would you go into the brokering side as Ted, or how far with trading world do you want to go to? I'm actually transitioning into the properties world. I have enough capital to go into properties, so that's what I'm trying to do now. Do the burr, you know, the burr. Yeah, because if I want to create long-term sustainable wealth, I think properties is the best way to go. I mean, 10, 15 years, you're chilling. So, you know, so I got to give it time.
Are you going to get the burr machine also?
The burr machine? Yeah, probably. I'm getting my own burr machine in January.
Yeah, you found it?
Yeah, yeah, I ordered it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ford?
Yeah, Ford ST 2021. Oh, nice. Man, fully loaded top to bottom.
Man.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty nice too. I mean, it was like for 67,000. I leased it, and it's the best.
That's good, man. Put it on your deductible, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all tax deductible. My accountant said you can't have it as a deductible because your work is not about driving. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna put like a market fluidity sticker on it. So that makes it a work vehicle. That really, it changes the rule at that point.
Yeah, 100%. What you can do is open another corporation here in the States, and I'm gonna run that corporation, so you can give me another truck like that.
Oh yeah.
Just go deliver your magic key.
Yeah. I've been promoting market fluidity.
Market fluidity. Yeah, because we financed our last vehicle and then had to pay cash to buy it out, and I lost 10,000 on it. It didn't, and yeah, just like that, It cost like what? It cost 34,000, and when we went to pay it out, we gave them 26,000. Then it was ours, and then when we went to sell it, it was in the market for like 18,000, 19,000 in 1 year, and I was like, wow, because I don't know nothing about cars. I have no idea about cars. And when that happened, I was like, God damn, man, that's a lot of depreciation.
Oh yeah, for sure. The only thing that's pretty good that doesn't lose a lot, it's pickup trucks.
Yeah.
Because the US are buying them from here, from Canada, because it's cheap for them, and they're flipping those pickup truck like crazy.
Okay, look at that. We're kind of like breaking the low over here on the 5 minute.
Yeah, I took a small entry.
On the 5 minute, it's a little risky because it's on the 5 minute. To continue till 150, 200.
Yeah.
Better is going to be when the 15 minute also breaks the lower here, because it's good because the previous candle had no wick at the bottom at the top. Yeah.
Gucci.
There we go. Yeah, it's broken down.
Also, it's the last 30 minutes before the 4-hour candle close, so we may have some sort of volatility in it.
Yep. Should make sense to continue down 200 or 150. Till 200 is like 11 pips, 12, 15 pips.
GJ, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Come on, TJ. Don't be suspicious. Someone asked what the hell gold is doing. Gold is doing a somersault on your accounts right now. That's what it's doing. Gold is jumping up and down. All right. 5 minute candle. 1 5 minute candle broke the low over here. 50. Oh, coming down.
Yes, baby.
Oh, someone's magic keys just arrived. Oh, congratulations.
Hey, nice.
Just a little too late to catch that move.
Yeah. That should be good. We broke the low in the 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minutes also coming down.
Yeah. It's down. Oh, Raja. That's a good thing, man.
All right.
Get 200. He's gonna get 200.
Has been around more reporting on your project rather than how
We're gonna mute you right there. 250 is a rejection zone on the 4 hour. Yes, but with the volume, it's in here. As long as it stays bearish, we can get to 200.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's volume coming in. Come on, 139, 244, 244, 246, 139, 200. Are we selling? Question mark. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we're in buys on GJ. We're going to 142.
Yeah.
Are we selling?
Oh man.
Even if we were selling, you're probably too late right now. Yeah, you're way too late right now. Okay.
Lula.
Come on, GJ.
My
Push.
Raja, 50% secure.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, she stopped 210. So just let her run, man. It's gonna continue.
Kind of tapped into my PTP line, but didn't close.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
We're gonna get banned from YouTube today.
YouTube's gonna say these guys are going wild. John Cena music. Don't be suspicious.
DJ.
Oh, EURJPY is trying to break out once more. Once more, EURJPY has entered the ring.
Come on, GG, push.
Come on, GJ. No, you
Come
can
on,
do it.
GJ.
Come on, one more pip.
The trick is to not look at the chart at all. Oh, now it's moving.
Okay, so I'm looking at you. Oh, here we go. PTP.
Woohoo!
Yeah, baby.
See, we got this 15-minute candle close coming in as well in about
Bro.
6 minutes.
The beautiful this 15-minute candle's looking, man.
Yes. 2 more pips coming down. 139, 211, 139, 29, 209, 209, 209, 208, 208. Can we get to 200, 200,
Yes.
200, 200 once, 204, 204, 206, 206. Oh, a little bit, little bit.
206. Come on, come on, come on. Push, push.
Oh, we got it! We got it! Let's go!
We did it.
Go.
Fun.
All right. Come on, Gulag. Give a like on the stream.
Welcome to Promised Land.
Yes. Someone asked, can you explain this entry? Yes, it was when we broke the low here on the 5-minute, and then we broke the low on the 15-minute to continue down. Now, next stop is 150. Come on. Oh, beautiful, man. Amazing. A lot of people caught this win on the Gulag.
Thanks, Raja.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Raja.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks,
Yeah, man,
Raja.
no problem. It's a pleasure, buddy.
No
Now
problem.
Secure those positions, man.
Always,
Get some runners and enjoy the day, man.
always love scamming you guys every day.
Parrots, man.
Yeah, scamming, scamming.
Kermit,
Yeah, man.
take care of your parrots, man.
What was that?
Take care of your parrots.
Oh, okay, man. Yeah, no, they're outside basically because they were screaming too much, so they're outside right now.
Maybe they are hungry.
Yeah, they can't
They're-
mess with my trading, man. Trust. The
Yeah.
problem is if they start screaming and I go there and give them some food, they're gonna be screaming every day for food. So it's a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
habit.
How many you
So
got,
they-
Kermit?
How
many you got?
Two. Loco and Vela.
Loco and Vela?
Yeah, Scarlet Macau and blue Macau, yellow Macau.
Man, beautiful.
Yeah.
Raja, hey,
Hey.
you shipped my magic key.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I think I should be getting soon.
Yes, you will. 100%.
100%, man. Thank you very much.
Always, man. The stream going crazy. You made my trading fun. Please don't stop the streams. Yeah, man. Trading is fun. I don't know which retard says it's not fun. Trading is a lot of fun.
Start with an A, finish by N.
Ooh, EURJPY doesn't want to break up.
Nah, man, EURJPY is shy.
It's shy. There's your USD is moving up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
These impulse entry concepts you have shown us is showing out to be a great tool in my trading toolbox. Man, I used to miss these trades all the time. And I just got sick and tired one day and I'm like, alright, I can't sit around and miss trades on GJ. Gotta figure it out. And then impulse entries.
Yeah.
I made a trade during the London Open. Can you please check my chart and let me know if I made a smart trade or not? Oh.
Whoa. No.
Entered a sell as price broke below minor support, secured 10 pips. You entered a sell over here. Okay, it was good. It was a good trade. Kind of risky. Send it to me in Slack. I'll look at that in more detail. Oh wow, EJ is trying now. Yeah, beautiful. Now EJ is going to continue running. This has been consolidating since the London session. But listen, on pound yen, just secure positions and leave a runner running, because that runner can continue running or it can get you stopped out at break even. So yeah, man, I think we did some pretty good calls here today.
Always, man, always.
Gold sells.
Same as always.
2 times GJ sells.
Serious damage.
Even though if you don't take any trades from us, you're gonna have fun, man, because we talk about shit and you know.
Yeah. We're talking valuable shit. Valuable shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Literally, man.
Man, we need to have another hookah night session.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
That was fun.
Hookah.
I lose every day almost, but losing less and getting better at reading price action. Oh, nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Why was the TP there on GJ? Because, you know, 139.200. Someone mentioned about psychological levels. There we go, 139.200. That's why it was at 139.200 TP level. Because of that. It's kind of like that psychological levels, right? So whenever I've seen it, when price is moving with a lot of volume, it generally rejects these even numbers. You know, it's not all the time, but it's like anticipated it's going to reject even numbers. If we're not confident yet, should we wait for resistance to form and then look for possible entries to continue down? Yep. That's going to be a nicer idea too, to wait for resistance to form and then to continue down. But while you're waiting for resistance to form, what also can happen is that this candle can break this low and then continue moving down. You know, so maybe if you're not well versed with impulse entries, that's going to take time for you to like sit and watch them play out over and over again, and then you're going to get confident enough to execute on impulse entries. You know, so they kind of advanced, so you have to really watch them happen over and over again to execute on them.
You know who gave a nice way to enter on sales again was gold. Gold gave a nice way to enter on sales. But at this point, it's already done so. At the break of the previous 15-minute candle bearish.
Right here?
Did a kind of retest, yes. Did a kind of retest with that wick to the upside.
Oh yeah, 30-minute also closed below this area.
Yeah, yeah.
Broke here and filled the wick. See, when you see things like these, so beautiful. Just.
But we had fun today.
Yeah, we had fun today.
A lot.
Looks like it's going to continue here after we break this low.
Yeah.
4-hour close volume push. True, true, you are so true, GJ. Oh, GJ broke it again. Once again, GJ is in the race.
This horse is for the races.
The horse is off to the races. Yeah. Oh, there we go. 150 hit. 150 coming down to 139, 100. Can we get to 100?
130.
139, 132. Oh, 113.
Yeah, that's it.
There you
100.
go.
There we go. Oh, beautiful.
That's a lot of
139,
juice.
100.
That's a lot of juice.
And it's gonna go tap into 139 before reject.
Yeah, 139 even. Let's go.
Yeah.
139 even coming up. 139, 098. All right. Came back towards. Man, so crazy.
I love.
Okay.
So we're gonna tap into 139.
All right. Man, very nice. Came to our zone. Beautiful. We called GJ every step of the way. Every step of the way. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Impulse entries with confirmations, stop losses. Man, beautiful. Every time.
Can you prove it?
No. Come on. We can't prove that. Get this guy out of here. Who was that? Who was that?
And EJ is finally running out of this range.
Yeah. Finally, EJ grabbed some Red Bull.
Red Bull for the road.
Look at that rejection too. Let's look at that on the, yeah. Thanks to Kerbin, we started dwelling into the see on the 5-minute. Kerbin, you're right. I mean, the structure was so clear. Confirmations.
Yeah.
I mean, on 15-minute, it didn't really make sense. Didn't really know the stops. But on 5-minute, there's so much volume, you could see it clearly.
Yeah, man. Beautiful day to trade.
Yeah, this was a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Hey, listen, if someone hasn't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to this channel. All right? Yeah, perfect. Just like that. Man, yesterday we had a profitable day. Oh, it's Wednesday today. I thought it was Tuesday today.
No, what? It's already Wednesday.
Yeah. Shit, man. I thought it was Tuesday. I didn't want this week to end.
Oh, man.
Oh, someone donated $100 here to the stream.
Very nice.
Man, why you gotta do that? Now I gotta match that $100.
Oh,
Oh, man.
now you're in problems.
Now I have problems to deal with.
If Josh is around, he's gonna start spamming the chat with money, man.
You know, we went to some YouTuber stream, me and Josh, and we started donating money to that guy. I think we donated $500 to the guy, $600.
Yeah,
and
we made it rain.
Yeah, that crypto guy, right?
Yeah. My bank.
So that's Josh. The $100 is Josh.
Yeah, that's me.
Ah,
It's a beautiful trade. You know, you got to
Beautiful
contribute, spread the
that
wealth.
was suspicious.
Yeah, and now I have to match it. Yeah, and you know what happened? Like, my bank, they blocked my card. They thought someone was using it for something.
Yeah.
Cause like $100, $50, $30, $100.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Did you email him?
No, I forgot to email him.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
That guy streams every day. Let me find his name.
Okay, guys, I'm just gonna head off. Thank you, Raja. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Have a good one, guys.
All right, man.
Bye.
Enjoy today. Be safe. Stay
Yeah,
strong.
thank you, man. Bye bye.
All right.
Guys, like, be quiet, Kerwin, just buy. This guy's name was Max something. I forget what his name was now. Where is Mac? Preparing for his birthday. Yes. He's getting ready for his birthday. How could I have entered on EJ? Let's take a look over here. I think the entry would have been on the 30-minute once it started to break the high over here at this point. That would have been the entry right here. Because, you know, this bearish candle closed with a small body, so that would have been an entry once it started breaking the high. You know, impulse entries. This week has all been about, I mean, even the past month, it's been about just impulse entries most times. I mean, the market structure hasn't really given us that candle close confirmation. I think it's a beautiful thing because we know how these things work and we can really, you know, execute on them. Are you having Mitch? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mitch Ray is the name of the guy.
Who's
I
that?
just looked for it.
Oh, Mitch Ray.
Yeah, Mitch Ray.
Get ready for the horns at 139. It's coming. Oh yeah, there we go. Mitch Ray, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go subscribe to his channel. I'm already subscribed, man. This guy does these crypto streams every day in the evening. Every day in the evening. I'm trying to find when was the stream when we made it rain. he's like, yo, thank you so much. Who are you guys? You know, like guys that donating $2, $3. Here we go, $100, $50.
I can check my credit card statement real quick to see. What
Oh
date it
yeah.
was.
Mitch Ray. What's November 23rd?
Oh, this is beautiful.
November 23rd was Mitch Ray.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because I have it on my history on YouTube. So I was watching that channel the day you guys were basically spamming with money.
Spamming with money. November 23rd, okay.
23rd, yes.
Alright, let's take a look here. Hope he has dates on it. No, he doesn't have dates on it.
Yeah, there's like this one right here, the 14,000 views. Hold on, wait. This one right here.
How do you reach the top of
Hold on.
Yeah, there was $100.
No, that was 10.
Okay.
We'll find it. Let's see here. But yeah, like, you know, it takes a lot of effort. So we decided to reward him for the effort. Because, I mean, every day streaming, he's by himself, you know, so. Where can I look for my shipping information for Magic Keys? I have confirmation number. Email Magic Keys, and it's going to be sent out to you, or look in your junk mail folder. So that's where you get your tracking numbers and everything. If you're in Australia, Sweden, or whatever, you're going to get your tracking numbers probably in your email later on. Because we had to do separate DHL shipping, man. DHL is a pain in the ass. We got it done. All right, what's this done for the day? Thank you. Stay safe, stay strong. 2 trades, 1 win, 1 loss. Ended up 10%. Oh, ended up in 10%. All right.
Wow, cowboy. Very nice.
Guys, take care. Stay safe. Stay strong.
Yes, sir. Be good, man.
Stay safe, yes, sir.
Take care, guys.
All right, let's take a look here. Wow, look at this. Price respecting levels. Respected here first, now respecting over here. See, we were right. This was the 4-hour close volume push. Pushed nicely and deeply. Went straight down. Someone made 120 pounds on their $1,000 account. Oh, very nice. Yeah, now you got to call it a day.
Rakeel, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Okay, it's I don't know that I should call it a stupid question, but just a question. How come you stopped trading EJ?
EJ? Because I was getting what I wanted from GJ. Right? Like if I can take one trade on pound yen and get 10 pips and runner gets like 15, 17, 20, that's more than enough. You know, what more do I need? And if I just focus on this, I can just make consistent gains. But also, if I only focus on EURJPY, I can still make some gains. You know, so it depends where you put your focus on. So I find that pound yen is way more volatile than EURJPY. So on pound yen, I can get my opportunity quicker, and faster. But on pound yen, sometimes, it's pretty, it's a little bit slower. It gives you opportunities, but it's pretty slow. Like if you look right now, it's retracing just like it retraced yesterday and the day before yesterday. So certain things like that do happen.
Yeah, EJ is like when you have that girlfriend, but you know that her sister is prettier. It's crazier, and you tend to fall in love with her sisters. So GA is the kind of girl that even though you get hurt, you don't want to miss that girl. You don't want to left that girl.
Speaking from experience.
Trust.
Kevin went savage mode hits. Kevin's like, hold on, I got an analogy for you guys.
Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah, because even though GJ is crazy, but you tend to love GJ, don't you?
How about USDJPY?
That's the. No, I'm not gonna. No.
Bunları bir konuşalım. Ölüyorsun.
No, we gotta stop talking about this now. Alright, let's take a look over here. I think it was this stream right over here. Skip ad.
Irvin.
Man.
Oh, people donate to this guy a lot. Oh, a lot of people donate to this guy. Crazy.
Hold on.
Someone's trying to talk to you for so long.
Okay, maybe you're in drive down right now, so I'm gonna help you. What happened?
I was just saying that gold is on the move.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's on the move.
Wow, you didn't do that little dance, Kerwin.
I did, but you missed it.
I missed it?
Yeah. That's why I removed my sweater, because I was sweating.
Oh, man. Do you think GJ will retrace back to 140? Man.
Look.
He dropped the mic.
Why? Why you gotta ask questions like that?
Drop the mic.
I mean, we're selling all morning. Guys,
Yeah, man. What kind of question is that, man? You missed the move. You missed the move.
Will we go back to 140? How far 140?
Tomorrow. Oh, maybe.
Drawdown.
Maybe he wasn't buys. And now he's holding.
He's holding, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
$10 left in his account, so that's why.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna head off over here.
Me too, man.
Yeah, we had a good time today.
Everyone get ready for an exciting race this weekend.
Have a good day.
Yes. Take care, everybody.
Take care. Thank you, Ross.
Raja, team, thank
Bye.
you so much.